Alright, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Heavenly Delusion, episode 2.
Alright, well, they are trying to,
Do a sacrifice?
do a feeding.
Even in post-apocalyptic worlds, don't talk to strangers. Or rather, don't accept food from strangers. I don't know. Yeah, no. They didn't really have any way
to
know.
It's
a good strat that they have set up.
This is probably something that's never happened before, because they would be dead.
Right.
If it had happened before.
But this person who's running this joint has definitely done it before.
So, yeah, we have two concurrent plot lines. How are they going to connect?
Yep.
How
are they going to get away from this creature? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. This is going to be bad. But, hey, there's something more than meets the eye to these main two. I don't want to have the theme song starts playing. But yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Oh, okay.
That didn't look like a regular bruise, though. That felt like decay or something.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of Grayscale. Mm-hmm. Two confessions. Oh. Hello. What does that feel like? Oh.
Yeah.
Huh? Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa. Yeah, these kids definitely have abilities, yeah. Huh?
And that's at least fairly similar to the one other kid, so...
What the hell? Ah. This is cool. We're starting to see the connection points for all the relationships of these kids. Mm-hmm. Seeing what are the things that they value, the things are like a big deal for them. Oh.
Oh.
Well.
Damn.
Okay, now we're back here. Okay.
Uh-huh. Well, they woke up in time. That's good.
Yeah, that's good. Wait.
Maybe...
They believe her, like, that it's dangerous out there being, like... Or even though she drugged them, like, they very clearly know that.
Banking on the fact that she doesn't know they know?
Right.
But at the same time, if this was a prepped thing, how did things go bad with the creature?
Oh, I saw that.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit!
Okay. Oh, yeah, definitely mechanical. Yeah, it's the little cables.
Yeah. Yeah. Shit!
Oh, shit.
Ah!
How are they still alive?
I think this thing is very, like, nervous about them. Okay, that's a wound on it, yep.
Doesn't look that bad, though.
Nice.
Okay, I like it.
Good strat. It's a big fucking chicken with mechanical shit,
yeah.
Alien shit attached to it.
Oh, shit.
Damn it!
Fuck. Oh, okay. I had a feeling it was something like that.
Oh, no, maybe she's crazy. It went inside it. Yeah.
Yeah.
食われかけたことがあるからわかる。あいつは獲物を粉々に分解して吸収する。食わ
Oh.
れた人間が主体になれるとは思えない。
There is probably some aspect of Yuto in it, but... Okay.
危険がないなら殺す必要もないか。
Right, so she
true.
sedated them in order to keep them from killing it.
Ah. And then it eats her.
Yeah. Oh my god! Well! Yeah, so much for that.
気づいたか。あの無知、一方向にしか触れないんだ。
Oh, it always swings to its left and our right.
そうしないと生きていけないんだよ。
Shit.
Maybe run though? What? Oh, okay.
This is where we reveal his ability.
Yeah.
Yep. One.
That's the range.
Oh my god, yes, let's go cinematic here. Widescreen this shit. Is he hacking this shit?
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
いかん。思ったより頼んないこれ。
Yeah, how am I supposed to do that?
なんとか浮かんでるぞ。
Well, we can hope not.
I don't know. Yeah.
俺が殺せるのはヒルコだけだからね。もしワニがわーっと来たらお姉ちゃんが何とかしないと。
マルが全部食われるまでに
Okay.
何か考える。
It's a fun limitation for his power.
But also just this such a normal, goofy ass conversation. I love it.
Yeah.
全力で込むんだ。向こう岸まで渡した距離じゃない。
We're back here. Now that concept of the outside is just eating up Tokyo.
この向こうが外。
こりゃ上まで届きそうだな。
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say if they can jump like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, did Shiro save him?
どうしたの？
If they have abilities and something like
No,
that,
I
maybe
think-
he...
No, I think he was turned on because she had sent him a nude.
Oh, right. And
Yeah.
then she grabbed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
にて親子ごめんなんだけど。
Ah,
問題は
Well, good to
君自
know.
身が天国の場所もそこで何をするのかも知らないことだ。つまり君が納得しない限りガードの仕事が終わんないわけ。できる限りのことはしたいからさ。
so we found a pretty great place, but
Yeah,
it's not what you're looking for. Yeah.
Right. But that's surprising that they're able to keep a functioning farm with like workers and things.
その筒の中に薬と注射器が入ってる。俺と同じ顔をしたやつがどこかにもう一人。
Okay.
見つけたらこの薬を打つように言われてた。
Hmm.
だから天国には
So
俺と同じ
clones,
顔のやつがいる
okay.
んだと思う。とにかく俺が行けばみんなが助かるかもしれないんだ。
Hmm.
Everyone's a very large
それ以外は
concept.
特
What
に
do
知
you
らされてないな。
mean by
お姉ちゃんは
that?
何も聞いてないの？最後に三倉さんと一緒にいたの。お姉ちゃんでしょ。
What?
それじゃとにかく園長のところへ連れてってあげて。
こっちだ。入ってきな。
Anytime I see leader capitalized in a post-apocalyptic setting, I get worried.
Well, I mean, they probably have a very strict rule set
Oh,
of
yeah.
things so that everything is maintained.
イカダ的なやつを作って渡ってきま
Hence
す
the
か
we'll kill you if you trespass.
Right. They do!
噛まれなかったんだから噛まれるのはよそうよ
前の文明にすがりついて生きていくとか
Yeah.
できもしない不幸
But
や
there's probably not
巡り
enough
とか
of you, so.
そんなのが嫌になっちゃった人たちがね自然の中で実ったもの
Wow, that's a
Okay.
good sized town. Probably a couple hundred people.
最初は父たちと数人の畑作りだったんですが、いつの間にか大所帯になりました。
Okay.
Okay, so
いいですね。
取れますよ
cool. Oh my god.
That was some fantastic character animation.
Just
トマト天国。
just to add to the atmosphere, you know?
Yep.
と思うけど
Wow.
なんかいびつだな
お、その顔。あんた、竹早桐子さんだよな。電力車レースの
いや
Talking about her.
大ファンだったん
Nice.
だよ。ほら、今でもブロマイド
Well, let's see. Let's see.
レース中に弟引き殺して気が触れたなんて噂もあったんだ。
おい。
Whoa.
全然似てない。
Wait.
似てるかもしれないけど別人だって。
いや、でも。
人違いだっつってんだ。これだ。お姉ちゃん。見覚えない
Okay. This is important.
わかった。ここだ。
人の下半身をまさぐるのでは
It's
な
on
い
the gun.
これだよ。
Yeah. Oh shit.
Okay.
Nice, nice.
天国という場所に心当たりは
そりゃここ。
ここ以外で
Uh,
竹早桐子ちゃんがいた頃の浅草かな。
ありがとうお兄さん握手握手もう少し聞き込みしてダメだった
keep it chill.
Yep.
去年に
Yep.
させてもらって東京に戻ろう
And we're gonna do it. Yep.
俺
Yep.
お姉ちゃんが好きだ。
Eh?
いや君こんな逃げ場のないところで告白するのはお互いのために良くないぞ
Yeah, yeah.
真面目に答えろよ。
Oh.
一旦離れて無理やりは
ごめんなさい。
ありがとね突拍子もないこと言うけど真面目に
I'm in love with myself.
僕この体は女なんだけど
Oh, okay.
こ
Oh.
っちのつまり脳みそ
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
だから僕男なんだ
Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah. He's like, huh? All right.
Cool.
Now the thing is it a is it a situation where? Oh wait, this is just
Just the ED.
they just have original footage
Yep.
for just the
I
ED,
love it.
and that's just how it goes. All right, well,
Okay.
we have ourselves a big reveal here. Our main girl's actually the main guy,
Yep.
and it's not as clear cut because there's the potential that it's actually an entirely different person's mind,
Right.
and then also an entirely different person's body.
Yeah, right,
So,
so-
we have potentially a 2-in-1 situation here.
Yep, and I like that they're addressing it because a lot of the times, like, anime characters will have very different designs and things like that, and so actually getting into the discussion of, okay, what's your personal situation? I like that they're getting into it. I think it could be worthwhile, probably, and I think we'll probably get this in the next episode, a conversation of like, okay, so do you want me to stop calling you sis now?
Right,
You know,
right,
like do you want me to call you, bro, or like you know,
Yeah,
what do
yeah.
we do? And that'll be fun, but that also explains maybe why we haven't gotten their name yet, because while we had the person being like, wait, aren't you Kiriko Takahaya?
Yeah, a race driver, yeah.
If they have a preferred name, then that would make sense from a narrative standpoint, where you have their preferred name get brought up once you realize their situation, so that way the audience doesn't have to go through thinking their name's this and then being like, oh wait, no, let's change that, right?
So and I think that's also probably where there was a little bit of anonymity with his job, in that they were wanting to make sure that Maru was able to be gotten to the place they need to go, but not so much that they need to get super close buddy and everything like that. But of course, Maru is kind of a simple boy and just immediately is like, oh, but they're kind of attractive and okay, this is nice being just alone a lot. So by the way, I kind of like you.
Yep. And the expressions with the
that part was so good.
That was fantastic.
The animation and the amount of individual scenes with unique animation on not just the characters but the monster.
Yeah, the monster, the
so
backgrounds,
many facial expressions,
so much personality put into
so
the
much
visuals of the show. I absolutely love it. But then also with things like, we still haven't gotten like any like exposition bits about the world. They're just living in it and talking about crocodiles.
Yeah,
you know?
I love so much what I would call the realistic dialogue scenes in a lot of stories, because it's so hard to write characters as you're introducing them with fully kind of realized dialogue, because the audience doesn't have anything to ground them to the shticks or the main points of these characters yet. So you actually are using those scenes to give exposition about their personality in the most roundabout way by saying...
Right, showing rather than telling.
By the way, exactly. The main character is a little bit neurotic. They can quickly panic about things that are not irrational fears, but are kind of like... what if everything suddenly goes horribly wrong?
Right.
And that's kind of what happened with the confession as well. But
yeah, and one of the things that I love about that, like, yes, it makes them more relatable and things like that, but it's also a fun contradiction, because then you have a situation where they're fighting this fucking thing.
The man-eater Hiriko.
Yeah, and they're just like, no, we'll take it out, no problem. Like, oh, yeah, that's scary.
Someone just died. A tear's shed, no emotion on the face, though.
Right.
That's a cool way to show that the body is responding, but maybe the mind is disconnected.
Where I think, like, of course I don't want to assume and stuff, but I do think they're setting it up with how that was said.
Yes.
The fact that they actually tried to kiss their reflection.
Yes.
And then also the stuff that's happening in the lab facility area. That there was a literal, like,
they're cloning. I think that's 100% something that's going on here. We're messing with things on the genetic level.
Yeah, there's genetic fuckery going on.
Yeah.
And I would say there's a very decent possibility that this person is literally a dude that was like,
had their brain or mind or personality.
we had a well, I'm not going to say the name of the movie, but we had a brain swapping, right, or something like that, right? But okay.
Yeah. I very much love the sci-fi angle that is prevalent throughout the story here, and it's mainly because of the way they edit the lab style, sequestered away compound kind of place from the more post-apocalyptic kind of humanity is just trying to survive kind of environment here, because the monster, Hiriko or Man-Eater, whatever we're going to call them, absolutely does not seem to be a very present everywhere kind of occurrence, because of the farm that they found being very much we never saw any kind of security, really.
We're able to exist just fine.
Right, so it's not like a zombie outbreak would be, where you see chain link fence everywhere, where you see some kind of focus on the outside being dangerous. It's more humans are dangerous, so there's a big sign saying, don't fuck with us,
or we'll kill you.
Right. And it's that's not something that means that the monsters are the biggest problem. It's the raiders, looters, pillagers, and roving, bandits and stuff who don't have anything and thus are trying to take.
Right.
So also a lot of world building kind of established from that front there. But also just the way in which these kids have their own kind of limited knowledge and yet are comfortable with their AI robot interactions and stuff like it's nothing. And
Oh, sure, yeah, the facility kids and stuff. Yes, yeah, absolutely. And there's people with powers on both sides of the fence for that, right? There's the people on the inside, and they've got the jumping and everything. And I love the whole scare of like, oh no, he falls from super high up. No, if given that we saw 2 kids that can jump really high, I'm guessing that's something that most of them can do. And so yeah, if they fall from 40 feet up, it's no big deal, right? Because if they can jump super high, then they can land from super high.
I'm guessing what we're headed towards in that front is the genetic manipulation side of things, where it's the, hey, we're trying to just make humanity better. And then one of the side effects of that is this gray stuff that was on the kid in the wheelchair's arm there.
Sure.
So it's the, as we're fucking with humanity, some don't take well to it and end up dying.
Yeah, okay, I can see
and
that.
That's probably also setting up a little bit, because we have this is actually a fun thing that this is so cool. Something so like about this story. When you have so little to work with in terms of exposition, anything that is given that seems to inform some things about the world, you can start to draw the connections there.
Not just can, but you're
guided.
compelled
You're
to,
compelled
because
to, yeah.
And this is where, like, less really is more. And so any writers out there, because I've definitely been in this place before, you're like, oh, I got all this cool stuff, I'm gonna throw a bunch of it out at the beginning.
Don't do that.
No, that'll get you the opposite of what you want.
Just write it out so that you're consistent with it, and then deliver the story of your characters.
Right,
with
because
that
if it's
in
an
mind
interesting
here.
world, that will be made evident by the happenings of everything.
And the characters need to be interesting too. But
that
is
totally.
something that they will then be the part that showcases how wonderful your world is,
and you don't
through their interactions.
And you don't even need to have the character who doesn't understand any of this, so it can be explained to them.
You
kind
don't
of deal.
need that.
Like that can be great, but
It might be great from a marketing and a sellability standpoint.
Yes,
but
this show definitely has some aspects to it where I could see it having less mass market appeal, because, for instance, we don't really know much about the world yet, right? No. Like it takes more like mental power, I feel like, to actually get everything that the show's giving you, because it's not actually telling you that it's giving it to you, right?
Right. That's why this is great as a TV show, is because probably by the point that we're through the core of this story, we're going to know a lot more than what we started off with.
And you don't need to do like a movie style, like get it all in 2 hours at once.
Exactly.
Kind of deal.
So I'm gonna draw some connections here. We have a monster, Hiruko, that is both organic and non-organic stuff. We have kids with powers.
Yep.
We have a disease or some kind of issue going on right there. We have the idea of potentially a person in the wrong body, for whatever reason that is. But then we also have the idea that the monster absorbs people and takes their aspects into themselves. Starting to see some patterns form here.
And also, one of the kids with powers has a power that only works specifically on the Hiruko.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Exactly.
And also the power, like, okay, if you make kids have super strength or like be able to jump super, cool.
That's one thing.
Cool. That's one thing.
Yep.
Giving them contact-based
Psychic
remote
kind of
telekinesis that's also limited probably based on the genetic makeup of the thing that you're interacting with.
Yeah.
In order to crush their heart while your hand's just sitting on the outside of their body.
That's probably just one aspect of the ability. Like, it's a form of telekinesis.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. But like that's crazy to have in here in general. And that's from somebody who's not in the facility. Now, they could totally do something where both these kids have a connection to the facility in the past in some way, shape, or form.
Right, and they're probably different levels of connection.
Right.
Yeah.
But
because we don't know how long ago.
We don't know how long ago. But something that I do want to point out is that if it's implied that it's at least a bit ago, then you would think that the stuff that the facility is doing now is going to be even crazier than the stuff that they have had done to them.
Yes.
So if you're introducing something like that, then Yeah, of course. For one, these kids in the facility are going to be like, yeah, let's just jump around and do all this stuff because it doesn't matter, right? We'll pick up somebody and throw them, 5 feet because they're going to be fine. That's like a gentle push, equivalent, in the real world, right?
Yeah.
This is going to get whack.
It's going to get really whack. I will say another thing that's lightly thrown out here as being another ability that we have to keep in mind here is that Mime Hime has intuition, some kind of like mild potential precognition.
Yeah,
and I want to bring up the idea
or clairvoyance
that,
or something.
Clairvoyance or something like that.
Yeah.
But I want to bring up the idea that Maru, when running through the cables and whips of all the Hiruko and stuff like that was not just necessarily a physical display a la what was shown in the facility.
Yep.
So there's potential things there, because I definitely think that Tokyo and Maru are the same person. I think they're the same person.
At the very least, we know that Tokyo is probably the person that Maru's looking for, right?
Right,
you know,
right.
yeah.
Yes, right, exactly.
They're
right.
the lookalike that, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. Either they're a clone or they're...
Right, however it works,
yeah.
it's those two.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But here's the other thing, is that there's a possibility that the ability of the psychic, because we're just calling it psychic stuff for now because there's no real word for exactly what it is, could have also given some mild form of reflexes or precognition to be able to dodge all that stuff and just be able to see it.
That is something that I'm really glad that they ended up doing. Well, I think there was a fun bit of campiness with the two of them not having any powers, and it's just, we've got this cool gun, but that's basically it. And I feel like that is lost a little bit, not too much though. If they didn't have any powers or things like that, it would have been very hard for me to actually feel any kind of tension for these kids after this, because they had two moments where it's like, no, you should be fucking dead.
That's true.
And they were just fine. So I'm glad that there is a special sauce here.
And there's some special sauce with the monster as well.
Yeah, and there could be additional special sauce that we don't even know about. Or in fact, there guaranteed is, and the question is what. So that is very... I appreciate that because it helps keep the tension up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And all this on the backdrop of them going for this place that is probably the facility, the more and more.
Oh yeah. They keep saying the tomato heaven, and granted that was the farm, but then
we saw
to the tomatoes in the facility, and
exactly.
I need to find my lookalike. They're probably in heaven. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it's if they're both being kind of put onto this trek, if you will, this journey that's going to lead them to a place that could be the key to saving everybody or something like that.
Yeah.
And they're just two small characters in a much larger story. I love the idea that they're both then already set up to be the ones that don't know about the things.
Oh, sure.
So it's not that we don't have that trope being used here.
It's just not relevant
It's just not
yet.
being used now because they haven't been introduced to the real weird stuff.
Right, which does
is
make
cool
sense.
Because the monsters are what feel like they should be the weird thing that you need
they're
exposition
like, nah.
on. And yet they're like, no, we can kill those. We're actually great at that.
Yeah.
Like they run towards the danger in that regard. That's what makes them our main characters.
And also, with regards to whatever trippy stuff is getting up to in the facility, that's the kind of stuff where it's going to be detailed enough that you probably would need exposition in some way, shape, or form. So then having them not actually know and then be able to discover it with the audience is probably going to be very helpful. But then also, we've got we've got relationships forming in the facility. Like life is going on, pretty smoothly, and
just some crushing, some experimenting, some some forlorn feelings and stuff from multiple angles. We had the kid in the wheelchair who very much seems like there might be like Tokyo. Tokyo seems to potentially like Kona. Kona seems to just be happy drawing, and then we also have Shiro, who seems to like Mime Hime.
Yeah, and I gotta say that is one of my more favorite examples of the anime character gets a nosebleed. if this girl that you're into
Literally sent you a nude.
literally sent you a nude, and then when a tense thing happens, they grab you, right? Yeah.
Nosebleed, yeah.
Yeah, no, that
I was so oblivious for a second there. I thought that this was how they were going to start revealing that they have psychic abilities. Is that
we watched too much Heroes, you know?
we did? Yes. I mean, his name is Shiro too. You know?
Yeah. Well, no, Shiro, not Hero.
There's a fine line between
Yeah.
Shiro and Hero, my friend.
That's true. Yeah.
Name a Shiro that you know in fiction that's not some kind of hero kind of character. That's about as
Shiro to Hero.
I need a Shiro! Well, anyways, we're getting
yeah.
off track, but y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out my Persona 5 Roll Let's Play on Twitch, and if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
Next time.